Foreign Minister, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this press conference. It's just a few steps away from Christmas, so it's fair to talk about snow, talk about winter, talk about, of course, Christmas. And that's why we have invited all the relevant persons regarding all these topics today here. We have Foreign Minister Alexander Stubb here, who is, of course, the best expert on Finland and our country brand. Then we have President and CEO Samuli Haapasalo from Finavia, who runs the operations at the airport. And then we have also Flight Captain Antti Aukia, who's also in charge of safety and compliance management at Finnair. And then, of course, probably the best-known Finn and aviator, Santa Claus from Korvatunturi, from Lapland. So we have all expertise available here, and now I would like to ask Foreign Minister Alexander Stubb to take floor.
Thanks.
Please.
Thanks. Yeah, welcome everyone. Really nice to see you. It's funny how things happen. We were having lunch yesterday with a fun group of people, including Jorma Ollila, and we were sort of trying to contemplate about what's going on here in Europe. That we're having some problems with flights. There are a lot of people who seem quite desperate. We said, let's cheer everyone up. So we decided to call Santa Claus. So this is very much an extempore thing, and we called him at the luncheon and said, could we convene tomorrow an international press conference, and our aim would be the following. The first one is to assure the rest of the world that despite our harsh weather conditions, minus 20 degrees here in Helsinki today, you should not worry at all. Santa Claus is on his way. He is going to pop into Korvatunturi via Rovaniemi as well to get everything going. So harsh weather conditions, Santa goes because he's Finnish. The second thing we wanted to do was to tell the rest of the world how an airport is run in harsh conditions as well. We're very used to them here, and that's why we have the boss of Finavia here with us today. And thirdly, just to make everyone comfortable, we have a Finnair captain who's had a couple of landings in sub-zero temperatures. And the basic message is, of course, that Finland is a country that works. It works at plus 30, and it works as minus 30, and everything in between. And this is a message that we wanted to give to all of those who have been stranded for the past few days. We know it's been difficult, we know it's been miserable, but rest assured, Christmas is coming and everyone will make it home on time. And that's why I'd like to ask Santa Claus, how are things looking for the next 48 hours?
Thank you, Alex. Looking good, looking good. As Alex said, this is what happened, though I was yesterday afternoon, just had a look at my calendar and thought, well, everything is under control now. Everything's running smoothly according to plan and schedule. And there he was, ringing me and saying, let's do this. It's a good idea. In Lapland, we have a saying, when it gets minus 50, the Lappish man buttons up his shirt and says, ooh, might get chilly later. Anyway, I, of course, with my trusted, long-time friend and colleague Rudolf, the reindeer leading the crowd, we have a lot of experience in different kinds of weather, and then in cases when for one reason or another I'm not landing with Rudolf, then I'm very often landing with Finnair, and no complaints there. But these bad weather conditions, of course, have taught us that strongest of all is the Mother Nature. She surprises us, and then things might go wrong. But I'm very happy about it. That's year after year after year for the past who knows how long. It's always the question, can we have White Christmas, Santa Claus? Do we have White Christmas? Can you come with the reindeer? Now everybody's having White Christmas here, so let's be happy about it.
And a cold one as well.
Yeah, cold one as well, yes. So I can guarantee all the children and adults as well that the presents will be delivered in time.
We think this is wonderful news. But I mean, the Helsinki airport has been pretty much in the international news for the past week, or 2 weeks really, because of the tough conditions that we've had in Europe at various airports, and we do sympathize. It's very difficult to get adjusted to these types of conditions unless you have the equipment. But tell me, Samuli, I mean, how do you do it here at Helsinki Airport? I mean, how is it possible to get things to function?
Yeah. In Finland, we are very close to nature, and at the same time, we have adopted the high technology, and we have very committed people. I mean, those experts, those who work for Finavia, for Helsinki Airport, they are very committed in their work, they are skillful, they have trained, and we have the best possible technology. In fact, the winter is our basic business. We want to guarantee to Father Christmas his flights all over the world. We are Helsinki to Asia, to Europe, between these two continents. Everything is prepared so that every single day we can serve people all over the world. I think this business is something that connects in a very positive way people's cultures, especially now when we are facing again this great celebration.
Great, and I know that you talked to our Minister of Transport, and are you thinking about perhaps getting some of your colleagues from around Europe, from the different airports, the directors, over to here to Helsinki and check out how things are done? Would that be a good idea?
Yeah, we are very happy that we have this possibility. So we wish to share our knowledge, our know-how with those who have some challenges in it. We want to serve all the clients, all the companies, all the passengers. I think next winter all over the Europe everything is easier and better than now, and we have something from this Finnish pragmatic approach that we can share with others. I hope.
Thanks a lot, Samuli. Now, Antti, you've been a captain for what? How many years?
How many years? Like 25 or so.
25. And I mean, you've seen probably conditions of all kinds. I mean, what does it feel like to try to land in a snowstorm, or when you have -30? Are there any conditions where Finnair doesn't land?
Oh yes, certainly. We're facing the same problem as everybody else, but we are more used to it. There are weather conditions where you can't land, but I think that's quite extreme. Weather like this, looking outside, this is just perfect day of the park, no problem at all.
You button your shirt.
No, maybe sometimes. No, minus temperatures are no problem at all. Sometimes when it's snowing real heavily, or it gets real slippery on the ground, then it's a problem. But we are used to landing on snow-covered runways, for example. That's no problem. We just calculate it before. It's done very systematically, and there's a procedure for it. We never estimate or guess anything. It's always done in the same calculated way. And we've been doing quite a lot of research on this. More than 20 years ago, we already started researching on the ground, the friction on the snow-covered runways, and the type of de-icing fluids, how they react on the long term. There's a lot of research and science in behind, and then again, it's routine. We are more used to it. We do it regularly.
And we don't run out of de-icing liquid, do we?
Everything works very well. Yeah, and our environmental measures, they are very developed. Yeah.
Great. So, has the Helsinki airport ever been closed because of bad weather or because of snow?
Only some hours in 10 years' time. Only some hours in 10 years' time. We are always open, and we can always serve our clients between Europe and Asia and all the Lapland airports as well.
Great.